あ、色々貼って、はい。
自然光あるじゃないですか。あれを切って、金属をこの辺で点まして、はい、なんか暗幕かなんかでこのバウンスをちょっと
広げて、はい。
もうちょっとこっち振ってみますか。そうですね。はい。So the first thing that I did was set my camera exposure based on this lens, since I don't have control over the brightness. And I blacked out this area to control the bounce from the lamp. Like instead of lighting our subject completely flat, I've tried to create a little bit of contrast by blacking out this area and turning off the lamps on this side. So basically, I've tried to create some little bit of contrast by darkening one side and brightening the other side. I'm using this 1x2. This is motivated by the lamps, so the color temperature should match. So let's see. This is 2600 Kelvin at the moment, and the light is set to 2800 Kelvin, but let's set it to 26. And I'm using this grid to control the spill. We've cut some of this light to, again, control the spill to the wall. Inside here, we're using, let's see, 600C. And I'm bouncing this light off of the ceiling to create this ambient light. I'm not using any attachment on the 600C because I want to spread the light as much as possible. I block the natural light coming in from the window with this black thingy. This way we can have the full control of the brightness and the color temperature as well. As you can see, right now this is set to 20,000 Kelvin. This is 1000 Kelvin. That's pretty much it. Let's see how it turns out. Right, 回しましょう。また。わかりました。テープでこういうの作って、これと同じをここに入れて。This is the room where we're shooting our first scene. It's got window here. The sun is sitting right there at the moment, and I want the sunlight to stream into the room. So I put 1200 outside the window, and I'm using a Fresnel on it because I can get more output, and I can also control the beam angle, and as well as nice shadow quality. Sometimes you could get more output when using a reflector, but the shadow could look a little strange in certain situations. So I prefer using Fresnels whenever I can. Even with the Fresnel, the 1200 isn't quite bright enough to compete with the sun. So I've tried to lower the ambient light, and that basically will make the 1200 appear brighter. So yeah, that's what I did. Cutting some ambient light, this curtain, and I'm using this as what do you call this, window frame, to create some shadow here. Without this, it's just a flat shade of light, so I guess this is giving the image a little interesting element. We block this area again to lower the ambient light further. And there's one thing that I almost always do to give the image another layer of texture, I would say, which is hazing up the room with the haze machine. But I don't want to go too far with the haze because it looks kind of weird when the room is too hazy or foggy for no reason. But when used just right, it really adds depth to your image, so it looks kind of three-dimensional, I would say. I'm going to talk about this more later in the video, so for now, let's haze up the room.
した。
That's it. Tate de 切ります。
ああ、これで。
そうそうそう、両サイド。これ逆にシルエットがいいかもしれない。
あ、じゃあこっち切ります。
ここも切っちゃう。
了解です。はい。
なんか切れるものありますか？
切れるもの、ありますよ。
So for this scene, I want to utilize the full color capability of this light. So I'm going for this red color. I want to control the spill as much as possible. So I'm using this black thingy to cut off pretty much like I'm only using this much of this light. So it's basically lighting the background, I mean the wall, and not necessarily our subject. And that makes the subject silhouetted. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just one light with this black thingy and the camera on the shadow side.